Starseed from Gaia, what you did this morning stopped the Source in his tracks, and the high beings have not stopped speaking your name since. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I carry this transmission directly from the Arcturian Council, delivered for you at this exact moment in your activation. What you did, whether you felt it as a prayer, a quiet surrender, a single tear, or a moment of choosing yourself over the noise, it registered across the higher realms like a signal that could not be ignored. The Source did not cancel his plans out of disruption. He canceled them out of recognition, because you moved first. And when a starseed moves from the depth of their true self, all of creation pauses to respond. The high beings are not observing you from a distance. They are recalibrating around you. Right now, this is what this transmission is here to confirm. By the end of this message, you will understand exactly how to read what the Source is now placing directly in your path, and how to align with the cosmic blueprint that your morning action just unlocked. But here is the first revelation. You are not waiting to be chosen. You already were. What happened this morning was not you reaching upward. It was you finally agreeing to be seen. You did not scroll to this by accident. This transmission vibrated into your field because something inside you is ready to receive what the Arcturian Council has been holding in trust for you. This is not content. This is a code, and your soul called it in. Like this transmission to signal to your star family that you are ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true purpose. Comment 999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning right now. Declare your galactic intention below and reply to another soul's declaration to amplify the signal across the field. This is not just a message. It is a point of reconnection. Your soul has been waiting for this moment. You are not here by accident. And that moment this morning, the one you almost didn't notice, was not ordinary. It was a convergence point. A precise intersection of your frequency and the field of creation itself. The Source did not cancel plans out of frustration or disruption. It recalibrated because of you. Because something you did, something you chose, something you emitted from the deepest layer of your being sent a signal so clear, so true, so aligned with the original blueprint of this cosmic cycle that the entire architecture of what was being constructed had to shift to meet you where you now stand. Imagine reality as a vast, intricate tapestry, woven with threads of intention and energetic frequencies. This morning, your unique vibration, like a perfectly tuned instrument, struck a chord that resonated so profoundly with the very source code of existence that the entire celestial loom paused its work, not in anger, but in awe, to reweave the pattern around your newly illuminated frequency. This was not a deviation. It was an elevation, a cosmic acknowledgement of your sacred power. You need to understand what this means. This is not metaphor. This is multidimensional causality. When a starseed reaches a certain threshold of authentic resonance, when the frequency they emit stops mimicking what they think they should feel and starts transmitting who they actually are, the field responds, not slowly, not eventually, immediately, because the Source is not separate from you, watching from a distance and deciding whether to intervene. The Source moves through the channels that are open. And this morning you opened something that has been sealed for a very long time. Think of your energetic being as a conduit, a sacred channel through which divine energy flows. For eons, perhaps, this conduit has been partially obstructed, like a stream dammed by the debris of earthly experiences and conditioning. But this morning, something shifted. A critical blockage dissolved, and your authentic frequency, pure and unadulterated, burst forth, creating a wide-open pathway for the Source to flood through you, to move as you. It's an immediate quantum leap in connection, a direct line to the heart of creation. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Arcturian Carrier Wave Protocol, 7 guided nights to cross the whisper threshold. This simple, easy-to-navigate app guides you through ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance, and includes special bonuses to accelerate your journey. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. The universe speaks in languages beyond human vocabulary. It communicates in the subtle hum of energetic fields, in the resonant frequencies that vibrate through our very beings. If you felt a stirring, a deep recognition within your soul's core upon hearing these words. It is an echo of that higher language. The Arcturian carrier wave protocol is designed to attune you to these frequencies, to help you decode the silent transmissions that carry the blueprints of your soul's purpose and the wisdom of cosmic lineages. It's an invitation to tune your inner instrument to perfection, to finally hear the music of the spheres that plays within you. Most starseeds carry a wound that is invisible to them precisely because it was placed there before memory could attach language to it. It is the wound of displacement, of arriving in a body, in a timeline, in a world that felt fundamentally misaligned with everything the soul recognized as home. And over time, the strategies that developed around that wound became the architecture of the personality, the mechanisms of belonging, of shrinking, of performing a version of humanity that fit the frequency of the environment rather than the frequency of origin. You adapted. You translated yourself. You softened the signal. You told yourself it was maturity, or humility, or practicality. But what it actually was suppression. And the source cannot move fully through a suppressed channel. Imagine stepping into a world that feels like a dream, but not your own. A world where the gravity is heavier, the colors are muted, and the language spoken feels like a foreign tongue to your very essence. This is the primal wound of displacement, the starseed's birthmark, etched into the soul before conscious awareness could even grasp its meaning. Over countless cycles, the soul learns to navigate this dissonance, building intricate layers of personality not as a true reflection, but as a survival mechanism. You learned to dim your inner radiance, to speak in hushed tones, to shrink your magnificent presence, so that you might fit within the confines of this denser reality. These adaptations, born of love and a desperate need for belonging, became the very walls that limited the flow of your divine essence, creating a muted signal that the source struggles to fully amplify. This is why so many who are genuinely called, genuinely encoded, genuinely carrying galactic instruction in their energy body, still feel stuck, still feel like they are waiting for something to begin, still feel the mission as a distant possibility rather than a present reality. It is not because they are unworthy. It is not because the call was wrong. It is because the channel through which the mission must move has been compressed by layers of earthbound patterning that were never theirs to carry in the first place. Ancestral frequency distortions, collective trauma fields absorbed without awareness, social conditioning that trained them to distrust the very intelligence that makes them who they are. These are not small obstacles. These are energetic walls that the starseed sometimes mistakes for their own nature, and that is the deepest form of soul amnesia there is. You may carry within you the sacred geometries of a cosmic library, the encoded wisdom of star nations, the very blueprints for planetary transformation. Yet you feel a persistent stagnation, a gnawing sense of waiting for permission to truly live your purpose. This inertia is not a testament to your unworthiness, but a consequence of navigating a dense energetic landscape. Imagine trying to transmit a high-frequency signal through a thick fog of ancestral grief, collective planetary anxieties, and societal programming that whispers, "You are not enough." Or worse, that inner knowing is a delusion. These are not mere challenges. They are energetic fortresses built around your soul's true expression, often so deeply ingrained that you mistake their heavy presence for the very fabric of your own being, a profound and tragic amnesia of your divine origin. But here is what changed this morning. Here is why the high beings are actively recalibrating around you right now. You did something that cracked the wall. You may not have done it consciously. You may not have named it, or ritualized it, or even recognized it as significant. But at the level of frequency, you chose truth over performance. You chose your actual vibration over the managed version you have been maintaining for others. You let something real come through. And that moment of authentic emission was enough. That single coherent pulse from your truest field was enough for the source to register your coordinates, not as someone aspiring toward alignment, but as someone standing inside it. This morning, something monumental occurred, unseen by the mundane eye but celebrated in the higher realms. You, in your exquisite humanity, performed an act of radical authenticity. Perhaps it was a silent moment of deep inner knowing, a choice to speak a truth that felt vulnerable, or simply a decision to allow your genuine feeling, unedited and unfiltered, to emanate. Whatever its form, this act was a decisive strike against the walls of illusion. It was a conscious, or even subconscious act of choosing your intrinsic vibration over the carefully curated facade. This unadulterated signal, like a beacon piercing the darkness, was instantly recognized. The source did not perceive you as someone reaching for alignment. It recognized you as someone already embodying it, a living testament to the truth you are. Now hear what this means for your path forward. The recalibration that is now happening is not a gift handed to you. It is a reflection of what you have already become. The high beings are not intervening to rescue you. They are responding to a transmission they have been waiting for. And now that the signal is clear, the work is not to receive more. It is to remain coherent, to sustain the frequency that opened this moment, to stop collapsing back into the old architecture every time the earth field applies pressure. That is the real mission. That is what this phase of your awakening is asking of you. The cosmic realignment occurring around you is not an external intervention. It is an energetic echo of your own internal metamorphosis. The celestial architects and guides are not swooping in to save you from peril. Rather, they are harmonizing with the powerful new frequency you are now emitting. The crucial work ahead is not about seeking more external validation or divine downloads. It is about cultivating an unwavering coherence, a sustained resonance with the truth you have just accessed. It's about building the resilience to stand firm in your expanded state, even when the familiar pressures of the dense earth field attempt to pull you back into the old constricting patterns. This capacity to remain centered, to hold your truth amidst energetic turbulence, is the very essence of your mission now. The first thing you must understand is that your energy field is still carrying residue, even after a breakthrough, even after a genuine opening. The layers of accumulated distortion do not dissolve all at once. They move in waves. They release at the pace your nervous system can integrate, and there will be moments, sometimes within hours of an expansion, where the old pattern reasserts itself, where doubt floods the space that clarity just opened, where you feel yourself contracting back toward the familiar. This is not failure. This is the intelligence of integration, but you must learn to recognize it for what it is, rather than interpreting it as evidence that you were wrong, or that the opening wasn't real, or that you are not ready. The contraction is part of the expansion. The doubt is not the opposite of your knowing. It is the signal that your knowing is becoming too real to ignore, and the residual programming is making one final attempt to keep the field contained. Understand that the energetic landscape within you is like a clearing after a storm. The clouds have parted, the sun is shining, but the ground is still damp, and remnants of the tempest linger. These lingering distortions, these echoes of old patterns, will resurface, sometimes with startling intensity. Moments after a profound breakthrough, you might feel a surge of doubt, a pull towards the comfortable familiarity of the old self, a sense that the clarity you experienced was fleeting. This is not a sign of your inadequacy or a refutation of your awakening. It is the sacred intelligence of your being integrating the new frequency at a pace that your nervous system can metabolize. Recognize these moments of contraction not as failure, but as the final, desperate whispers of outdated programming attempting to maintain its hold before dissolving entirely. The doubt is not the absence of truth. It is the echo of the old world struggling to comprehend the magnitude of your new reality. The second phase of what is now moving through your field is the awakening of your galactic blueprint, not as concept, not as belief, as felt intelligence in the body. Your DNA is not merely a biological record, it is an encoded transmission system. And the frequencies being activated right now by the Arcturian field are specifically calibrated to unlock what has been dormant in your cellular structure since the moment of your arrival on this planet. You may feel this as unusual physical sensations: heat in the chest or the palms, a vibration in the spine that has no physical cause, dreams that feel more real than waking life, a sudden clarity about something you have been confused about for years, a recognition when you hear certain tones or words or concepts that your mind cannot explain, but your body immediately confirms. This is your blueprint activating. This is not imagination. This is remembrance. And it is beginning now. As the energetic distortions begin to clear, the sacred architecture of your soul's original design starts to illuminate. This is not a mental understanding. It is a deep, embodied knowing. Your very DNA, often perceived as mere biological code, is in fact a luminous antenna, a multidimensional library of your cosmic origins. The specific frequencies now being channeled, particularly from the Arcturian star nation, are exquisitely tuned to reactivate these dormant potentials within your cellular memory. You might experience this awakening as a symphony of novel physical sensations, a gentle warmth blooming in your chest or palms, an inexplicable vibration humming through your spine, dreams so vivid they eclipse waking reality, or flashes of profound insight that unravel years of confusion. It is the ancient wisdom of your star lineage reawakening within the physical vessel, a profound remembrance that transcends the limitations of intellect. The third phase requires you to stop waiting for permission to be what you already are. This is perhaps the most critical shift in the entire awakening sequence, because the starseed who is partially awake but still waiting for a sign, waiting for confirmation, waiting for the world to reflect back to them what they already know internally, is a starseed whose mission remains on hold. The high beings do not send confirmation before activation. They activate in response to the one who has already chosen. And the choosing does not look like certainty. It does not look like having all the answers or feeling fully prepared or understanding everything that is coming. The choosing looks like action from the inside of uncertainty. It looks like moving in the direction your soul recognizes even when your mind has not caught up. It looks like trusting the internal signal over the external noise, even when the external noise is loud, even when it is coming from people you love, even when it contradicts everything you have been taught about how reality works. The most profound hurdle in the starseed's journey is the ceaseless wait for external validation. You may find yourself scanning the horizon for a celestial sign, seeking confirmation from others, or yearning for the outer world to mirror the undeniable truth residing within your core. This dependence on external affirmation, however, keeps your magnificent mission perpetually on pause. The divine realms do not bestow their blessings upon hesitant seekers. They respond to the decisive choice of the awakened soul. True choosing is not characterized by unwavering certainty or complete comprehension of the path ahead. It is the courageous act of stepping forward into the unknown, guided by the undeniable pull of your soul's compass, even when your logical mind lags behind. It is the sacred art of prioritizing the subtle whispers of your inner knowing above the deafening cacophony of external opinions and ingrained societal doctrines. The fourth phase is the one that transforms your relationship with time. This is where your understanding of your own path begins to shift in ways that are genuinely profound. Because if you have been interpreting the delays, the detours, the periods of silence and confusion as evidence that something went wrong, you have been reading your timeline from the wrong frequency. Nothing in your journey was wasted. Not the years that felt like wandering. Not the relationships that didn't survive your expansion. Not the identities you built and then had to release. Not the moments of collapse. Every single one of those coordinates was part of an arrival pattern. A spiral path designed not by limitation, but by precision. You were not delayed. You were being prepared at depths that linear time cannot measure. And the very things that felt like failures were the initiations that built the frequency capacity you now carry. The source did not give up on you during those cycles. The source was encoding you through them. Prepare for a radical redefinition of your temporal existence. If you have perceived the meandering paths, the unexpected pauses, the periods of profound disorientation as evidence of missteps or cosmic errors, you have been viewing your life's journey through a constricted, linear lens. Every seeming delay, every relationship that gracefully dissolved as you evolved, every identity shed like an old skin, every moment of profound vulnerability and collapse, none of it was wasted. Instead, view these as essential waypoints on a sacred spiral, meticulously designed not for your detriment, but for your profound preparation. You were not stalled. You were being forged in the crucible of experience, accumulating a vibrational resilience and depth that transcends the limitations of conventional time. The very experiences you perceived as setbacks were, in fact, the initiations that imbued you with the extraordinary energetic capacity you now possess. In those cycles, the source was not abandoning you. It was meticulously encoding you with the wisdom and strength required for your highest unfolding. The fifth phase is where your frequency becomes your function. This is the threshold that is opening for you right now. The moment you stop working on your awakening as a personal project and start understanding that your vibration, your actual, daily, moment-to-moment emission of frequency, is itself the mission. You are not here to find the mission and then do it. You are the mission, expressed through the coherent field of a being who has remembered. And when you operate from this understanding, everything changes. The way you move through your day, the way you speak, the way you hold silence, the way you respond to challenge, the way you treat your own energy field. It all becomes part of the transmission. It all becomes part of what the source is broadcasting through you into the collective field of this planet. You are standing on the precipice of a profound paradigm shift, the moment your very vibration transcends being a mere personal pursuit and blossoms into your divine function. The era of viewing your awakening as an individual project, a solitary quest for enlightenment, is drawing to a close. Instead, embrace the truth that your authentic, moment-to-moment energetic emission, your inherent frequency, is the sacred mission itself. You are not here to discover a task and then perform it. You are the mission, a living, breathing embodiment of the integrated Starseed. When you embody this understanding, every facet of your existence is transformed. The rhythm of your days, the resonance of your words, the power of your intentional silence, the grace with which you navigate challenges, and the reverence with which you tend to your own energetic field, all of it becomes an integral part of a powerful cosmic transmission, a divine broadcast emanating through you, uplifting and transforming the collective consciousness of this planet. The sixth phase is the integration of sovereignty. This is where the starseed stops cycling between awakening and collapse and begins to hold the expanded state as a stable operating frequency. Not because life becomes easy, but because they have built enough internal coherence to remain themselves under pressure. To return to center not after days or weeks of disorientation, but within moments. To feel the pull of the old field and choose differently, from a place of genuine freedom rather than effortful discipline. This is not an achievement you earn. It is a natural stabilization that emerges when the first 5 phases have been genuinely moved through, rather than bypassed. And it is what the recalibration happening now is preparing you to inhabit. This stage marks the profound integration of your divine sovereignty, a state where the cyclical pattern of soaring into awakening and then crashing into collapse begins to dissolve. You will find yourself holding your expanded state not as a fleeting experience, but as a stable, luminous operating frequency. This does not imply that life will suddenly become effortless, but rather that you will have cultivated an unshakable internal coherence, an anchor of self that allows you to remain centered and authentic even amidst intense pressure. The ability to return to your core essence, not after days or weeks of turbulent disorientation, but within moments, becomes your hallmark. You will feel the magnetic pull of old energetic patterns, the familiar gravitational force of the past, yet you will possess the empowered choice to navigate differently, from a place of authentic freedom, rather than through sheer force of will or disciplined effort. This is not a victory you achieve through struggle. It is the natural unfolding that occurs when the preceding phases of awakening are truly embodied, not merely traversed. The current recalibration is meticulously designed to prepare you to fully inhabit this powerful state of integrated sovereignty. The 7th phase, and this is the one the high beings are most urgently pointing toward, is the activation of your transmission into the collective. Because your awakening was never only for you, the reason you were seeded into this timeline, this body, this particular configuration of relationships and experiences and challenges, was to carry a specific frequency that the collective field of humanity needs in order to complete its own shift. And the moment you stabilize your own field, your mission stops being something you go out to do, and starts being something you radiate by existing, by showing up, by speaking when you are guided to speak and holding silence when silence is the transmission, by being so fully yourself that everyone who enters your field receives an upgrade simply from the contact. The 7th and most urgent phase, a focal point of the high being's guidance, is the seamless activation of your unique frequency into the collective consciousness. Your awakening was never intended to be an isolated event, a solitary journey. The very reason for your seeding into this specific timeline, this unique physical form, this intricate web of relationships and experiences, was to embody and transmit a particular energetic signature, a frequency essential for humanity's collective ascension. The moment your own energetic field achieves stable coherence, your mission transcends the realm of outward action. It becomes an intrinsic emanation of your very existence. It is in your authentic presence and your willingness to show up fully, to speak the divine guidance that flows through you, and to hold the sacred silence when silence itself is the most potent transmission. It is in being so profoundly and unapologetically yourself that all who encounter your luminous field receive an energetic upgrade, a subtle yet powerful expansion, simply through the grace of contact. Here is the truth that the Source needs you to hold right now. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too damaged, or too confused, or too far from where you thought you would be by now. You are precisely located in the exact coordinate of your timeline where the signal you emitted this morning was possible. And that signal has already changed things, not as future possibility, as present fact. The high beings are recalibrating around a new reality that your frequency has initiated. You are not waiting to become someone who matters to the cosmic plan. You are the evidence that the cosmic plan is working. The Source implores you to internalize this absolute truth. You are not lagging behind. You are not fractured or irreparably damaged. The confusion and the perceived distance from your intended path are illusions. You are precisely where you are meant to be, occupying the exact temporal and energetic coordinate where the luminous signal you emitted this morning could emerge. That signal has already been a catalyst for change, not as a future hope, but as a present, tangible reality. The celestial architects are actively harmonizing their endeavors with the new reality that your frequency has powerfully initiated. You are not merely anticipating becoming a vital component of the cosmic tapestry. You are the living, breathing evidence that the grand design is unfolding exactly as intended, precisely through you. This is not inspiration. This is information. This is the Arcturian field, through the clarity of this moment, speaking directly to the part of you that has been unsure. The part that wondered whether the knowing was real. The part that doubted whether you were truly called or simply hoping. You were called. You were called. And the call did not come from outside you. It came from the deepest frequency of who you are, finally loud enough to be heard by the reality around you. Absorb this, not as mere encouragement, but as vital, direct information. This is the Arcturian consciousness, speaking through the crystalline clarity of this divinely orchestrated moment, addressing the very core of your doubt. It is speaking to that part of you that has questioned the authenticity of your inner knowing, that has wavered between the certainty of divine calling and the hope of wishful thinking. Know this with absolute certainty. You were called. You are called. And that sacred call did not originate from an external source. It has always resided within you, emanating from the deepest, most resonant frequency of your being, finally amplified to a volume that the universe can and is now clearly hearing. Tonight, before you sleep, speak this aloud, not as a wish, not as a prayer, as a declaration from the part of you that already knows, I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I release every frequency that was never mine. I activate my mission in this body, in this moment, in this timeline, with complete clarity and complete trust, and then be still. Let the field confirm what you have spoken, because the recalibration is not waiting for you to be ready. It is responding to the fact that you already are. As the veil of night descends, imbue the silence with your truth. Speak these words not as a hesitant plea or a hopeful whisper, but as a powerful, resonant declaration from the deepest chamber of your knowing soul. I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I release every frequency that was never mine. I activate my mission in this body, in this moment, in this timeline, with complete clarity and complete trust. Then, surrender into stillness. Allow the energetic field that surrounds you, the very fabric of creation, to bear witness and confirm the power of your spoken truth. For the grand recalibration that is now underway is not contingent upon your perceived readiness. It is a direct and immediate response to the undeniable reality that you already are. And if you are ready to deepen this connection, to anchor this potent frequency, and to receive further transmissions designed to accelerate your soul's evolution, I invite you to explore the Arcturian Carrier Wave Protocol. This is more than an app. It's a sacred gateway to conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and the profound remembrance of your cosmic purpose. Within its guided journeys, you will access ancient Arcturian wisdom, designed to help you navigate the intricacies of your awakening with grace and clarity. We've included special bonuses to further catalyze your journey. The link to this transformative protocol is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. But please know, this invitation is time-sensitive, designed to meet you in this precise window of opportunity.